Day 3 workout. You will need a little box today. I am not at the gym filming this. I am at my house, so I don't have a box. I have a pot. So I'm using my pot today. It is about 4 inches, so we're gonna make that work because I need an elevated surface, so why not use a pot, right? Okay, so day 3. We're gonna start with our quarter squat, prisoner squats. Hands behind your head, feet shoulder width apart. Elbows behind your ears, strong back, chest up, pinch that penny in between your shoulder blades. All right, we got 10 squats. Then we are followed by our 10 jumping jacks, 10 seal jacks, open and close, and our ankle hops, and then our ankle hop split squat. Okay, so quarter squat, wide base, low center, strong back, chest up. All right, we're going 10. We're just hitting that quarter squat, waking up the glutes. Okay, straight into those jumping jacks, so self-explanatory. Wide base, wide arms. Really extend the lats at the top and stay on the balls of your feet for all 10 jumping jacks. Seal jacks, hands out in front, open and close. We're really trying to stretch the delts. Okay, really open those arms and get wide on that base. Stay light on the balls of our feet. Our ankle hops to our drop. So we're gonna go 2 ankle hops to each drop into our power position. So it's gonna be a ankle, ankle, wide base, low center, strong back, chest up, drop, okay? Like you're trying to break the glass underneath your feet. So 1, 1, drop, 2, 2, drop, 3, 3, drop, 4, 4, drop, 5, 5, drop, 6, 6, drop, 7, 7, drop, 8, 8, drop, 9, 9, drop, 10, 10, drop, and hold, okay? From this hold, we're gonna go in and out as fast as we possibly can. So these are called wide outs. In and out, feet go in together, and feet go out together, staying in that wide base, low center, strong back, chest up, power position. All right, ready to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so that is our ankle hops to drop. And we're gonna do a set of gate swings at the end of those drops. Okay, just on number 10, 10 and hold. Then we'll go to our ankle hops to split squats. So 2 ankle hops, 1, 2, drop into that split squat. Left foot in front, right foot in back, all my weight on my front leg, okay? So again, you wanna try and break the glass underneath you, drop extremely fast. So 1, 1, drop, 2, 2, drop. When my left leg goes forward, my right hand comes up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Always practicing opposition whenever we go split stance, stagger stance, 2-point stance, and sprint, obviously. Okay, so you're gonna complete 2 to 3 rounds, okay? Prisoner squats, jumping jacks, seal jacks, ankle hops to drop, gate swings, and then ankle hops to split squat, 2 ankle hops to that drop, okay? 2 sets of 10. Each side on those split squats, okay? That's just to get our nice and warm. Let's see, now we go to our little snap sequence, okay? The reason for our snap sequence is to be able to absorb energy and create stiff ankles, so we're preventing injury on the field, okay? We want to be as stiff and stable in our ankles, so that way it supports our knees and our hips, and we keep our low back nice and tight, so that way we don't have injuries or low back pain. Okay, because they typically say if your knees are hurting, you got to look at your ankles or your hips, above and below. And I want to help you guys prevent all those injuries. Okay, ankle snaps to power position is our first movement. Then we're going to progress to our ankle snaps to squat jump, and then we're going to do our squat jump from our power position to a single leg stick, okay? We're gonna go 2 to 3 rounds of those 3 movements, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand up. We're gonna load our ankles. So now we're on the balls of our feet, nice and tall, okay? And all we're gonna do, we have our arms at a 45-degree angle or 90-degree angle, however you prefer. I'm a little bit in between that 45 and 90-degree angle, so open my palms, and we're just going to drive our elbows and our hands down behind our body and try to break the ground, falling into that power position. Wide base, low center, strong back, chest up. You're gonna hear me say it 100 times because I want you to get so stable in that power position that when somebody crashes into you, they will bounce off of you. You will not get rocked, okay? You are going to control your center of gravity and control that ball, okay? So loading up our ankles, chest up back strong, pull those shoulder blades back, pinch that penny in between your shoulder blades, and we are just aggressively throwing our weight into the ground, landing in that power position. Ready and drop. Ready, up. Back onto the ankles. Ready, throw them hands, drop. Wide base, low center, strong back, chest up and up. Ready and drop. Up, drop, up, drop, up, drop, up. Okay, we inhale at the top. We exhale at the bottom, okay? Inhale at the top when we load our ankles, and exhale when we're wide base, low center, strong back, chest up, hands behind your body. And then we're gonna do that like 10 times. You know, you kind of get in the rhythm and you go a little bit more, a little bit less. It's absolutely fine. And then we're gonna progress it to, as soon as we snap down into that power position, we are gonna throw our hands up and try to get as high off the ground as possible, turning our quads on at the top of our jump, then landing in that power position, okay? So we load those ankles, hands up to the sky, extend those lats as long as they'll go. Ready, drop. 1, 2. Wide base, low center, strong back, chest up, okay? Make sure you snap down into your hips and get out of your hips just as fast. You're trying to be as explosive as possible in your hips and out of your hips, okay? So, chest up, back strong. Lats are lengthened. We're loading the balls of our feet. Ready, go. 1, 2. Wide base, low center, strong back, chest up. Back on your ankles. Ready, go. 1, 2. Hands up, hands up. Ready, go. 1, 2. Hands up, hands up. Ready, go. 1, 2. Hands up, hands up. Ready, go. 1, 2. And wide base, low center, strong back, chest up. Very good, very good. Okay, we're gonna progress it too. Wide base, low center, strong back, chest up. We are going to jump as high as we can and then land on our right leg only. So load it up, lengthen those arms overhead, lengthen those lats, load the balls of your feet. We're gonna drop. 1, 2. Exhale and try to land with your foot in a C, right? Try digging that big toe into the ground. Your knee is pointing to your pinky toe, not your big toe, okay? Your center of gravity is low, nose, knee, and toe is in alignment, and then you reset. Load those 2 feet, load. 1, 2, landing on that single leg, trying to control your arch. Do not allow your ankle bone to roll into the ground. Keep your ankle bone high, okay? So if you feel that ankle bone, you can see as you stand. Mine, if you feel your ankle bone, you can feel if it's close to the ground, and then you can rotate it out when you make that C with your foot, creating an arch that you may or may not have. I do not have an arch, so I have to work extra hard at creating an arch to stabilize my ankle so that way I can set my knee up for success when I'm changing direction and planting my weight into the ground. So making that C, grabbing that big toe. We're gonna, let's see, I have you guys, let's start off with 5 each leg, just so that way you guys get in the rhythm, and then we can progress our reps as we get more comfortable with landing on a single leg. Okay, I know I have had so much single leg work for you guys this sequence, but it's only to, help you guys out anyways. Okay, let's see, I even have my little babies landing on one leg. So you guys, no excuses, let's get it done, okay? All right, so loading up, wide base, low center, strong back, chest up, hands to the sky, loading our ankles, and then we drop and land on our left side. Ready? And drop. 1, 2, land on that left, and my ankle got rocked. I let my ankle roll. It happens. You just don't count that rep, and and restart. 1, 2. Exhale as you land, opposite arm, opposite leg. Reset. Hands up, hands up. Ready to go. 1, 2. Opposite arm, opposite leg. And we're landing in that arch, okay? So I want you guys to do your ankle snaps to power position. Ankle snaps to your squat jump. And then your ankle jump to your single leg stick. Okay, I would love ideally to go 2 or 3 sets of 10 each movement. However, I do maybe for the first 2 weeks, do like 5 on your single leg as you progress and get more comfortable. Okay, 5 good ones. Don't count the bad ones. Okay, bad reps don't count. They say it's like 30,000 good reps to undo a bad rep. So come on, we gotta get them reps in. Just like you gotta get touches on that ball, we gotta get touches on that single leg, that ball of our foot to stimulate your central nervous system. It's all pieces of the puzzle that glue us to make a better athlete. Okay, so the next few things you're gonna need a mini band for. I am not at work, I am at home, so I had to make a mini band. And my mini band is with this little piece of fabric here, which is perfectly fine. I am so sore from the week that I've had, so this is gonna be perfectly fine. Banded thigh drives. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this band on the balls of our feet. Okay, balls of your feet, and all we're gonna do is stand up nice and tall, roll those shoulder blades back, pinch the penny in between your shoulder blades, and drive your knee parallel to your thigh. Okay, all we're gonna do is drive that knee up because we're trying to stimulate those hip flexors, and it's just a thigh drive. Easy day, right? Thigh drive, thigh drive. Cup it in, pair it with your arm action. So whenever I drive my right leg up parallel to my hip, my left arm comes and my right arm shoots back to my pocket. Remember, we always go chin to pocket, nice relaxed arms. So as I drive my right knee parallel to my hip, my left arm gets that rep in front and my right arm gets that rep in back, okay? On your banded thigh drives, you're gonna go 2 sets of 20, okay? Really just, we're trying to grind in those mechanics and then strengthen that hip flexor. That way we stay nice and we're not pulling any hip flexors and we're producing power through our hips, okay? Next, we have this thing called a TikTok. I do it with all my athletes that play on turf field, especially because I want you guys to strengthen your VMOs around your kneecaps, right? All those ligaments around your knees, they help support your kneecap, your everything is connected through your knee, right? So all I want you to do is continue to keep that band around your balls of your feet, okay? And all we're doing is we're pulling that kneecap up by squeezing our quads, okay? And we're just opening our leg without bending your knees, okay? And then we'll bring our other foot, right foot open, left foot together. Right foot open, left foot together, okay? And then we'll go about 5 reps to the right, and then left foot open, right foot together, left foot open, right foot together, left foot open, right foot together. Okay, so we're simply just trying to make sure that our hip is in control of the movement of the entire leg and our knee is not taking any impact. Our knee is simply working on controlling the kneecap staying up, okay? So your teardrop should be activated, your teardrop in your quad, your little quad scoop. Okay, quads are nice and tight, and we're just using our hip to tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. I like to throw my arms in the mix, okay? So if I'm going left, right, I'm using my right hand or my left hand, okay? So it's just simply a burner for your glute medius and your hip flexors because they are in control of the movement of the leg in its entirety without allowing our ankle and our knee to assist. Okay, so strengthening those hip flexors and your glute medius with this same exact band, okay? Then we have our banded threes. You can choose to keep it on the ball of your foot, the mini band on the ball of your foot, or you can choose to put it on your ankles. It's completely up to you. I always do my mini band work without my shoes so I can feel my whole entire foot working and I can control it outside of my shoe, okay? So all we're gonna do, I'm gonna shift mine to my ankles, okay? You're gonna lower your center of gravity a little bit and imagine you have a number 3, okay? So a number 3, it has 3 points, correct? So if I draw my number 3, I'm trying to look on the ground. I'm trying to get to the 3 points of my number 3, okay? So that means as I lower my center of gravity, my right leg is gonna reach up and forward, forward and out to the point of my number 3 and back to center, okay? So we're going to the top part of my 3 for 10 reps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get those arms in the mix. Now we're going to the center point of my number 3, okay? So basically just trying to get that foot away, your right foot away from your left foot, okay? So reaching out to the center. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're trying to kick backwards and laterally to get that 3rd point of our number 3. Pushing back, back to center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna do the same exact thing with our left side. Top part, center, and back, okay? For 10 each rep. 10 each side, each letter 3. And then last but not least, it's a banded hopscotch with 4 points of contact per rep. So you go lower your center of gravity. We're going 2, pretty much from our squatted position. 1, 2, parallel to our hips. 1, 2 on the outside of our hips. So it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting on the inside, underneath your hip socket to outside your hip sockets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going, let's start with 10, and then we can progress this whole little mini band series after 2 weeks. Yeah, let's do after 2 weeks. So banded thigh drive, banded TikToks, banded threes, and banded hopscotch, okay? All right, we're gonna place that mini band off to the side because we're gonna need it here in 2 segments. We have a little superset, so it's a box step up and a box touchdown. I do not have my box, so I do have a pot. I've turned my pot upside down, and all I'm gonna do is produce force into the box and go straight into my thigh drive, knee parallel to my hip, 45-degree angle, dorsiflexion on my shin, and then step down 3, 4. Now, when we do our step ups, I want 1 and 2 to be fast, 3 and 4 to be whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw in our arm action. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going 10 each leg. Okay. If you have ankle weights, you can absolutely put ankle weights on. If you have a higher box, that's how you're gonna make it a bit harder because you're incorporating more muscle groups as you get higher. All right, so now we're standing on top of the box, and all we're gonna do is dorsiflex your toe. Imagine you're standing on the side of a boat and you're trying to just touch the water with your heel. Tap the ground and then come back up, okay? Tap the ground with your knee that's on the box pointing towards your pinky toe, okay? You're gonna need a low box for this because the step down is actually challenging because you don't wanna put any of your weight on the ground. You just wanna tap and go, tap and go, okay? So if my left foot is on my box, my right foot is dorsiflexed, and I'm gonna tap and come back up, all while keeping my big toe down and keeping my knee over my pinky toe, tap, and drive. If you want to add a thigh drive to the top, that's absolutely perfectly fine. Tap to thigh drive, tap to thigh drive. I am always a fan of thigh drives, okay? We're going 3 sets of 10 because, again, this is about movement, mobility, injury prevention, okay? We're trying to get those mechanics to be second nature. Okay. Now we go mini band arm series. So, grabbing our little mini band, we are going to push that box away. Mini band arm X's. We're going to put our mini band on our wrist, and the next 4 movements are going to be with our X's. With our mini band, okay? Mini band on our wrist. Number 1, mini band X's. Imagine you're trying to draw a letter X in the air, okay? I'm in my kneeling position. This is perfectly fine to do it. You can stand up if you want. It's totally up to you. Bring your wrist parallel to your shoulders, like you're trying to give me a hug, okay? So you're reaching out for a hug. Now you're gonna turn your arms as if you are the first draw of the X, the letter X. And all you're gonna do is get your wrists away from each other and then back parallel to your shoulders, okay? We're trying to open as wide as we can, as wide as the band will allow. My bands at work, I try and get them probably about 3 feet apart. The band that I have right now, not so much, but it's okay because I've done this movement all day long and my shoulders are smoked. All right, so we're going 20, drawing that first side of that X, and 20, drawing that second part of that X, okay? So really just opening and close, open and close, open and close, open and close, keeping tension on your shoulders at all times, okay? With that mini band on our wrist, we're gonna do some Russian twists. So we're down on the ground in our L-sit. We are bringing our knees to our chest. We're gonna roll up onto those glutes as we pick our feet off the ground, okay? So now we're in that V-sit. All we're gonna do is we're going to get our wrists away from each other, and our hands are gonna be on the outside of our shoulders, and we are simply tapping the left side, tapping our left wrist on our left side of the body, tapping our right side, tapping our left side, tapping our right wrist on the right side of our body, and hitting that for 20 reps, okay? 20 reps. We have three sets of this 20 each movement. So after we do our X's and our Russian twists, we're dropping it down to the ground for our vertical toe touches. So bring your toes to the sky, keep them dorsally flexed, okay? Mini band on our wrist. We're gonna open our wrist as far as our mini band will allow us to go. So really our target is on the outside of our shoulders, and we're just trying to get our head and shoulders off the ground and do a crunch and throw our hands to try and get to our toes, okay? Main focus is just to keep those shoulders nice and resisted. Keep those wrists away from each other and try to get our toes every time. 20. I am being very long with these explanations today. Very sorry. And our last movement in this little mini band series is our leg extensions. So still laying on the ground, trying to get our wrists away from each other, bending our knees so our knee is parallel to our hip. Our ankles are parallel to our knees, creating a 90-degree angle, okay? Our wrists are away from each other. Our wrists should line up on the outside of our shoulder sockets, okay? Keep that tension on your shoulders. Bring that rib cage down to your pelvic bone, so that way your head and shoulders are off the ground, and we extend. Try to put those heels on the wall in front of you, and bring your knees back to that mini band. Extend your legs to where your heels are parallel to the ground, and then bring those knees back to your mini band for 20. As I progress it, or if I want more ab work, I'll go 20 with 2 legs, and then I'll go 10 single leg. Just, it all depends on how bad you want it. You know what I mean? So we're going 3 sets of 20 everything. And then we have our I's, Y's, and T's. So we're gonna throw that band away. I'm gonna move this camera down to the ground because it's about to get weird with our I's, Y's, and T's, our iron crosses, our scorpions, and our prone hurdlers. We're going 2 sets of these movements. Oh. So we're dropping it down to the ground on our stomach. We're going toes up, knees off the ground, quads are engaged. Okay, toes up, knees off the ground, quads are engaged. Okay, and we are extending out in front of us. Okay, so we are making a letter I with our body. Keeping our toes on the ground, keeping our quads engaged. All we're simply doing is tightening on your core, balancing on that belly button, extending your arms up, and then back down, release. Letter I, it's kind of like our Supermans that we did the other day. We're just balancing on that belly button, but we're keeping our feet on the ground. We're not allowing our feet to move at all. Just arching that back, okay, and making that letter I. And then we go, so that's our I. Then we go a little bit further and we do our Y's. Y's for 10. Like we're singing the YMCA, just on the ground. And then you go letter T, same thing, T, T, T. Easy day, right? If you want to make it harder, you can hold something in your hands while you do your I's, Y's, and T's. We're going 10, 10, 10. And then we got 3 sets. So I's, Y's, and T's are great for shoulder care as well as core, okay? Iron cross is more of a stretch, body like a T, okay? You're gonna take your left foot and rotate it to your right hand. Oh, so you're really gonna get that stretch in your hip flexor. We definitely need it, right? So left foot to your right hand and then back to center, right foot to your left hand and back to center, okay? You're gonna go 5 each way because this is more of a stretch and it's a wonderful stretch, okay? From your T position, okay? Get off to the side. Body like a T, knees off the ground, quads are engaged, toes are up. We're gonna bring our left knee to our left elbow and back down to our cross. This is our prone hurdler, okay? So left knee to left elbow. Our right leg is still toes up, knees off the ground, quads are engaged, and then vice versa. Right leg to right elbow, keeping that knee off the ground, and then quad is engaged and your toe is still into the ground, okay? You're gonna go 5 each way, okay? And then last but not least, we have our iron cross. So we go I's, Y's, and T's, scorpions, prone hurdlers, and then iron cross. So an iron cross, you're gonna flip over on your back, okay? Making a T with your body, letter T, and then you're going to pick up your right leg to make a 90-degree angle, toe up, okay, dorsiflexion on that toe, and you're gonna just allow that right leg to drop and come to your left hand, okay? You're gonna feel this nice stretch. I really don't do this often enough. Oh my God, it feels amazing. And then back to center, and then your left leg comes up to that 90-degree angle and falls to your right arm. And breathe through it so that way you allow your body to release. And we're going 5 to each way because it feels amazing. If you want to do a little bit more, that's perfectly fine as well, because this is just about stretch, about lengthening so your body can produce more force and be better, okay? Function better. And our last 2 movements of the night or day or morning. It just happens to be night for me. Bird dog and dead bug, okay? So bird dog, we're going back into that quadruped position, okay? All fours. Let me tuck my shirt in, okay? Bird dog is in your quadruped position. Hands are gonna be underneath your shoulders and your knees are gonna be underneath your hips, okay? Bird dog is going to take your right arm and your left leg. Your right arm is going to extend forward simultaneously as your left leg extends backwards. You're going to tap your right hand to your left knee and then get them away from each other. Extend as far as you can without bending your spine, okay? Everything should be a neutral. Your pelvic should be neutral. Your spine should be neutral. Everything is in place. Everything is super tight. So as you extend and recover, extend and recover, you have no movement that you are not in control of, okay? Go 10 reps and then you'll switch sides. Left hand to right leg. Extend, tap, okay? Then we transition to our dead bug. Laying on our back, we go hands parallel to our shoulders up to the sky. We go knees parallel to our hips up to the sky. And then our ankles are parallel to our knees, creating a 90-degree angle with our feet. We're gonna bring our rib cage down to our pelvic bone and get our head and shoulders off the ground, and simply take our right hand and our left leg, extend overhead and away from each other, okay? And then back to that starting position, okay? So basically your quadruped position, just lying on your back, okay? All right, we're gonna go 10 reps on our left leg and right hand, and then you'll switch right leg, left hand. So reach overhead, extend that leg away from your hip, and then back to center. Okay? All right. We're gonna go 3 sets of 10 each way. And then if you wanna progress the dead bug a little bit further, instead of just doing opposite arm, opposite leg, you can go opposite arm, opposite leg, and then progress it to same arm, same leg, right after the opposite arm, opposite leg. So you're basically just adding some reps to your your dead bug. And then you can just relax, drop into that child's pose. Oh, lengthen the body. Drop into that 90-90 position, okay? 90-degree angle in that forward leg, 90-degree angle in that back leg. Rotate this back hip. So my right hip is gonna rotate forward. As I squeeze my glute and allow my chest to drop into the middle of my shin on my left leg, okay? I'm gonna drop down to my elbows just because I have the mobility today to do so. If you don't have the mobility to drop onto your shoulders, just simply try to hold your foot and pull your chest to your shin, okay? Make sure that it's not towards your knee because then you're not getting the same stretch that I need you to stretch, okay? Chest to your shin, set a timer for 1 minute, and then breathe through this exercise, okay? Once you hold that 90-90, you're gonna lean back with it, try to put your back onto the ground, out of that same 90-90, okay? Some days I can get my back on the ground, other days it's just 2 elbows on the ground, and that's perfectly fine, okay? Set that timer for a minute and breathe through it. Switch sides, so that right leg is in front, that back left leg is back, 90 and 90, okay? Same thing, that left hip is gonna rotate in so I can squeeze my glute to maintain control of that hip and pull my chest to my right shin. Exhale, set that timer for a minute and just breathe through our 90-90, okay? Once that minute timer is up, you can even take this to 2 minutes. I really like holding it for 2 minutes. Then we lean back with it and try to get our back to the ground. If you only got an elbow or 2, that's perfectly fine. Oh, goodness gracious. Try to keep that knee on the ground and breathe through it. Set it for a minute or 2 timer. And then that is a wrap, guys. So as always, please, Squeaky Wheel gets the grease. Please reach out to me for if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Yeah, just let me know. And we can progress every movement or we can regress every movement. If they're too hard, let me know and I can regress the movement And if you want to progress, that's fine too. I've had a 14-hour day today, so it is time for me to check out. I hope you guys have a great day, and please reach out. Squeaky wheel gets the grease, remember.